So he was able to into the fourth dimension and see like his energy source walk his path.
Yep.
No.
Nah, but you know what? Your path does walk before you when you walk in the room. You feel like your energy walk before you when you walk in the room.
3, 2, 1.
Like and subscribe if you like our YouTube channel.
You know, welcome back to today's YouTube channel, guys. Renee in the building. All
right, guys. So here we are. This is Talk About with Lust, and I'm your host Lust. And here we are. We already started off the show. We were talking earlier, but Kiko, got us right on time before we talk too much.
Type shit.
So per usual, we're gonna go ahead and introduce our guests before we start getting too deep in talk. Even though we already did that, and go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's good, y'all boys? My name is Renee Charles from the crib, Dade County 305. You know what's going on.
Born and bred.
I'm born and raised, but I'm Haitian. You feel me? Haitian as fuck, by the way. Like, not toujours people who gonna win.
We've had a couple. Like one of my favorite talking about Haitians is my boy, and he's actually his name is Cosmic Traveler, but his dad, he's like I don't want to say the wrong thing, but like he's a highest degree in the Mason. In the Mason
like hierarchy
and all that, and his dad's been in it forever, like, and he actually is like very involved with Caribbean music. He actually runs a radio station where he puts underground Caribbean music and all that other stuff. And
that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Big shout out to him, bro.
Yeah, dude, he kills it. And he's also a fucking like African herbalist, bro. This nigga he carries a bunch of oils on him and all that crazy
like
stuff.
Tinctures and shit.
Yeah,
tinctures, oils, potions.
And all the motherfucker, I remember one time he even had one that was like, yo, if you open this, every woman will love you.
So yeah, probably has pheromones and stuff.
It's a pheromone. He's like, you can never open this.
Absolutely.
And I was like, nigga, why the fuck you just walk around with this shit?
Just in case,
you know? It's hilarious.
Just in case.
But shit, bro, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into all this.
Besides, it's kind of like a tough
culture.
question, kind of like a...
Who are you in this present time?
That's essentially... I'm a spirit that came back to do more, to give back, to savor life, nigga. You feel me? This time around. But in this current time period where I am, I'm a businessman. I do my best to do good business.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Because there's a lot of money. Like, there's even a saying, not all money's green, bro. So,
so relationships are, I feel like in the past decade in my business, in the industry that I'm in, it's not more about the dollars, but more about the relationships.
Yeah.
Because the relationships and coming through and standing on your word.
Hey, Cap. We were talking about earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
We're going to have the capometer there.
You gotta have a capometer. Hey, y'all boys, like and subscribe and you're going to see the fucking capometer.
If you want a capometer, we need 10,000 likes in this video. We'll bring a capometer.
Definitely going to bring a capometer, bro. I promise. We're going to call everybody out on their bullshit this year, bro.
But no, that's true, bro. Like, just being, good business, bro. Being
good
like
business. That's
not even like the business aspect, the environment, the whole experience of it all.
All of it. And there's also doing good business sometimes mean you're not a good friend. Sometimes doing good business sometimes mean you're not a good you don't care about somebody's feelings because it's business. Doing good business means you have to be the bad guy sometimes.
No, you do.
Because you don't want a good friend or a bad CEO.
True, 100%.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, bro. Because like, I mean, Biggie talks about it. It's like fucking mixing blood with like business and shit. It's like, if you gotta understand like business is business and family and friends is something else. Like you can't really.
They blur the lines, and just by coming in, you blur the lines. You understand? There has to be metrics in play where accountability is held, and it's not by your friend. It's by either a board member or somebody above both of you guys.
There you go.
Like when you're in the trenches, you have to sit down and have real life like conversations with men. Like, and if they don't understand this, one of you guys have to go.
True. And you can't, and honestly, like, if you get offended on like easily, you shouldn't be in this.
You shouldn't. It's
lifestyle.
A competitive environment, big
is.
dog. You got to be calm. You got to be able to be logical. You have to sit down and jump into the other person's shoes, and you can't let your feelings get in the way of this. Even if it's a very like intense moment, you gotta. What's best for both of you guys, honestly. And if you can generally jump in their shoes and figure out what's best for both parties, you got good leverage.
I hear that. It's funny talking about that because I had a boss that always used to get mad at me because I made excuses about being late instead of just owning that I was late. And then after a point, I just fucking was always late. And I was like, nigga, I was late. Because I would be like, he was always tired. Like, nigga, why can't you just be like, you're late,
Right.
and it's your fault?
Right.
Like, you always be like, hey, my bad, traffic. Oh,
Right.
hey, my bad, this
Right.
happened. He's like, bro, just say it was you, and that's it. Just be accountable.
Yeah.
And then that, I mean, shit got easier. Like, I didn't feel bad. If I was late, I'm already gonna be late now.
But now it's like instead of like coming on time, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just say I'm late. Solve the
Exactly,
problem.
yeah.
No, but I
You're
get
right.
that. Accountability is one of the biggest things. But also change behavior too is another level of like I respect the leadership.
True.
And I'm on some tip right now where I'm in a managerial role, but I'm not looking to be a manager. I'm looking to be a really good leader. Like, I want niggas to come to work and be like, man, I'm excited. Even though I know this man's gonna yell at me today. I want to continue to do the job. Like, my feelings don't get in the way of me getting the job done. And that shit's tough, homie.
It is. And honestly, I was even like watching something the other day, like just like the athletes amongst life, right? Or the greatest people.
And they all have fucking coaches, bro.
And they always had some nigga behind their ear yelling the fuck out of the ear.
Absolutely. You need that.
And that's, I mean, there's no one that became successful from being like pep. Like,
right.
You're
Pampered
so cute.
and shit.
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit.
No,
you
no,
gotta
no.
be putting through pressure.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
You're never good enough.
Never.
Never.
And at the same respect, you got, like, in the same token, you develop a callous.
Oh,
Like, I don't feel like, as a man, life doesn't get easier.
it doesn't.
You just get stronger.
Yeah.
And you make good ass jokes. You know how to talk some shit.
Yeah.
And make light of a really tough situation. Or
Yeah.
else that tough situation will eat you alive.
Because another thing, even like me growing up in my life, one thing that have always bothered me is how people are like, oh, Josh, shit doesn't fucking really affect you, or like you never show acknowledgement or any side of feeling. Oh, believe me, in my fucking head, shit's racing, dude. And a lot of shit's fucking, I'm over here like those memes when niggas are doing math in their head.
Yeah, it's like
the movie 21.
right.
But it's like, nah, bro, it's like life gets you to a point that, again, like you said, you have a callus that you just like, if you don't know how to bear some of these fucking news or handle some of these situations, you're not going to make it, bro. Shit's going to be over. Everything's always going to be too difficult. Everything's going to be too like stressful. You know what I mean? Like life will literally chew you up, bro. And I don't, even though life is easier, and I wouldn't want to say I want to live back in the days, because honestly, low key, back in the days, us having this type of show would probably be low key illegal. Like,
Right.
I hate when people was like, yo, back in the day it was easier. I was like, I don't know,
You know
bro.
what
I
it
couldn't
is?
chill with white people back in the day.
I wouldn't.
Like,
Back in the
time
day
gets
don't
hard.
exist.
It doesn't.
Like, we live in a perpetual present. You understand? And people like to use tomorrow as ways to like prevent them from taking action now. People like to use excuses. And when you're in an ecosystem and an environment where everything you say you must stand on, you learn to do one or two things. Shut the fuck up, or only speak about shit you'll die behind.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like most men should operate under those principles. Because there's a lot of bullshit going on because they just like to talk or talk to be heard.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than just only speaking about the shit that you're willing to die behind. You'll be respected more.
100%, because at that point, you're also become more of an observer.
And you're aware.
Yeah, because you're not just filling in space.
You're not filling it. You're listening to people
Yeah.
fill in space.
Exactly.
Like, and you ask yourself, will this person die behind what he's talking about right now?
True.
No. And majority of the time,
No,
no.
they won't.
No. But
Because a lot of people like to talk to about shit they never even experienced.
oh my gosh, or if somebody else's experience, that's just
And that's what, and we also live in a time of that. Because we're so used to, like, look, we were watching
the ashtray, please.
No, for sure. Well, we were literally just talking about that shit earlier. Like, we were watching those videos, and I was like, "Nigga, I can do that."
Right.
You know what I
But
mean?
you see, what was my response though?
Cap.
Cap.
But at the same time, the whole attitude behind that is like, again, because there's niggas that say that, but wouldn't fucking don't have the drive to do something like that. You know
Right.
what
And
I
I
mean?
understand that you're showcasing the drive, but this is one of my pet peeves. The guys that say, I'm about to. And whatever comes after the about to, right? I'm about to, right? Coming to you like, and they're romanticizing about the about to versus, okay, there's work to be done.
Yeah.
And so they'll come to you not just one time about the about tos, 2, 3, 4 times about the.
It's like versus you saying like I am an artist or versus I'm about to be an artist.
Versus like it's like saying I'm about to do something or versus saying I've done this. You understand what I'm
Or
saying?
I'm doing this.
Or like I'm about to do 25 push-ups. versus I jump down and I do 25 in front of your face on podcast, but I would literally jump down to 25. You know what I mean? And say, I've done 25 push-ups. What can you do? It's just a different level of posture.
Yeah.
The posture of men today, from what I've seen, and I'm not posture police, nigga. I don't give a damn, but just I'm watching you move like bitches. They move like hoes. And then they complain that women do women things because women are hoes. That's what they do. Women.
But the thing is also is like we do live in a time like you said, bro. It's like
you get it?
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no one's being held accountable back to
all, bro.
So like people are literally letting people like sweep shit under the rug. Like this nigga said I can do this, do that, or have done this, and there's no like at the end of the day, no
hold accountable. Show me. That's
Yeah.
why I said, bro, I'm from Miami, bro. This is the show me city. You gotta have proof, bro. Because in old law, he who makes claim must also have proof of that said claim, homie. You can't make a claim to something you don't got no proof of it. Nigga ain't gonna beat you up.
But now we live in those times, bro, because another thing is like we were talking about earlier, is like people do live through these videos and
bro,
some people don't even travel. They go to Disney for vacation.
Bro, and
that's weird.
That's a travel a point to bring up. I work in an industry of tourism and hospitality. There are so many guys who cap in Miami about what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so many guys who brag about what they are about to do or what they can do. I'm in the business where I show receipts. These are the people experiencing my activities that I have in store. These are the people that I pay. And if these things don't happen a certain way or they're not on time, this can't get done. Very transparent. Most guys will bullshit you in Miami. Please be careful. I'm talking to you guys. When you visit Miami, for sure, you have options. Consider coming to me. I'll take care of you. You know?
No, but dude, we've had situations over here. Like I have friends that rent out yachts, and niggas are so quick to be like, you know what, get me whatever you got. I'm all right, this so the only yachts we have is between 5,000 to 10,000. Can we get a couple less hours? It's like niggas, so don't even get a yacht.
Right. Don't put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get a yacht, you're looking at having an experience in Miami. Have your budget ready.
Yeah, and honestly, like. The way I see it, and because I used to be a yachty, I used to transport these boats. I've dealt with these fucking bosses and owners and shit, and it's not a cheap like lifestyle, bro.
No,
So
bro.
to go do it for pictures, it's a waste of time.
Absolutely.
Like if you really want, like, because besides all the moments and all the pictures, you're gonna the person who actually hosts the event is gonna be like, bro, I kind of went half-ass. I was cheap on a yacht,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna remember that.
Yep.
He's not gonna be able to like. He can pretend amongst his friends, but in deep in his soul, he know he was that cheap ass nigga that rented a yacht for 1 hour for $2,000.
No,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
drank basic ass bottles and didn't do shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't put yourself in that situation if you're not.
I've
really
seen guys come to Miami, spend $3,000 just to come to Miami to spend 2 weeks being like, damn, she bad. Damn, she bad. Damn, she bad. It's people just don't know, bro. I'm not gonna fault you for not knowing. But once you have options in front of you, bro, make a decision. Make it,
But also,
or plan ahead of time.
Plan accordingly.
Plan ahead of time. Absolutely. You know you're coming to Miami, right? You know you're coming to Miami. You know you want to get on a yacht. You know you want to go to live. You know you want to go eat at a fine restaurant.
And be in shock when you walk in. Oh, what? I don't want to pay that much. That's
Get out of here. Those are not the type of clients for me. I learned something very simple, bro, in this business. If a fool wastes 10 minutes of your time, only the first 2 minutes is his fault.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
That's a nice where do you get that one from?
Some shit online, maybe. Like a few years
That's really
back.
good, bro.
I be storing shit. Like I have a weird memory. I be storing like weird
The
like
first 2
songs.
minutes
Is their fault.
Yeah.
I mean, only the first 2 minutes is their fault. You let a fool waste 10 minutes of your time. The first 2 minutes for sure. You gave him a chance to hear him out.
Yeah.
But the other 8 minutes of you just sitting there, you're a fool, homie.
Yeah.
You're a fool, homie.
For real. Nah, bro, that's a solid one. I like that one a lot. But yeah, man, I mean, but I feel like we only know that because we live down here, bro. Like being locals. Because another thing is I love those memes like, oh, people from Florida don't do that or don't do this. It's because it's like, this is like the state, the world of facade.
Dog, so much cap.
It is.
So much
and the
cap.
funny thing is like even the niggas that you think that have money and that are around big
Right.
people, some of them are really just like painting this image so they seem like they're important, so they can grab people. They can like almost.
It's a leverage game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a leverage game, but leverage is only. It's only bad if you use it incorrectly, you know. And who's to say somebody using it incorrectly? Somebody's feeding their family, homie.
Yeah,
And
true.
in every aspect
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
game is somebody trying to feed their family and capitalizing off the
True,
leverage
true.
off the relationships that they have put sweat equity in. You know what I mean?
True, I agree.
Like, and more power to them. But once you start abusing and start manipulating, if you try to hustle a hustler,
No, because look, I even posted it the other day on my page, bro. It's like, and it was about like it was like start paying artists, because there's so many artists that is like, it's like, hey, I can promote your shit. Like, instead of paying me for like a mural,
mhm,
it's like, instead of paying you, I'm gonna bring you publicity. And it was like the whole thing was like from music artists all the way to like mural artists and all that type of shit. It was like stop fucking, like, there's so many people, bro. There's so many people that act like they're celebrities that I've come through across my life that be like, I hook them up even on a tattoo, tell them a certain price. Oh damn, I didn't know I had to pay for this. I thought we were gonna do some,
and
it's fucking kind of whack.
You know what it is? It's also developing a discipline within ourselves. And to go back to the point where you said we must start paying artists, homie, you need to learn how to sell yourself.
True.
I'm a big believer in accountability and self-awareness, homie. Nobody need to do shit for you. No one
No,
owes you anything.
No, 100%.
From an artist, from an adult entertainer, from a rapper, from a businessman, from an entrepreneur, especially, homie. Nobody owe you shit. Your friends and family don't owe you shit. They don't need to support your shit. Build better systems and target better people. And that's on you, homie. And if you're not ready to do that, don't hop in this competitive environment.
True. Because I love it too. Because I remember I told someone they wanted a painting, and I told them that my paintings go for like 3,000 and up.
Better type shit. My shit expensive +1.
And the person acts like they're the shit, and they have like huge following and all that stuff. And they got mad at me. And then I gave them brackets of paintings, and then they just left me on red. And I was like, damn, bro, why the fuck will you ask me for a painting?
Like I said, people want to showcase their leverage and they don't know how to articulate it properly. You understand? Like, I have seats to the Miami Open right now available for sale, like Club 72, where Oprah, Mike Tyson, talking about the top of the top upper echelon.
Yeah.
I can't talk about that shit on Instagram.
You can't.
I can't. It's like you look pretentious. 98% of the people that follow me don't have the funds to use the experiences that I can bring to life.
And that's the crazy thing, because then you talk about shit like that, and then you're like, yo, look at this fucking bougie ass nigga and shit. But it's like, no.
Suck a dick, bro. I can care less what you think about me. Like, and also too, when you build a catalyst, you learn how to guard the gates of your mind to bullshit. There's a lot of people like that, and expect that too, homie. When you cross that threshold, there's gonna be a million people at the bottom trying to be like pulling you down.
I believe it. Because even with like my tattooing, it's gotten to a point that certain friends
should have got a little neat. The next episode, you doing me live or?
I actually been dying to do. We haven't done one episode yet of me tattooing and talking at the same time.
Welcome back to today's YouTube channel, guys. This video gets 10 right now. Did we get the likes? Did we get the comments?
With 10 likes, we'll be tattooing him on the next episode.
With 1 like.
But no, bro, it's the truth, man. Because like, even with tattoos, there's so many homies like, yeah, I hooked you up at the beginning, and then after a while, I'd be like, all right, this is how much it's gonna be, and then they get pissed. It's like, bro, are you crazy? You know how much tattoo costs?
I'm paying full price. Charge me what you charge.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying in general, bro. It's just crazy that like, I even had a friend one time was getting a gift for somebody, like for his dad or some shit, and he asked me, he's like, does the price difference matter if I'm paying for it? And I was like, bro, that's so fucking dick, nigga. Like
you genuinely don't want your friends to, like, you don't see your friend as as like, yo, this is his business, I want to support him. You see your friend as like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to get a discount.
Yeah.
And that's
but the thing about me too, bro, is like, I know I've always been raised like there's a time and place to make money. You know who to make your money off of. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's a great point. Thank you for that. That's a great point too, because I don't want to be narrow-minded in my perspective. Because there's always a time and place where you can capitalize off a relationship,
Yeah.
But it's also a time and place where you have to practice your discipline and getting your dollars.
Yeah, 100%. Because and that can fall in that category. That category can fall literally with your friends, both of them. Because there is a point you do have to give respect to yourself. Like, nigga, I've been showing love this much. Time has changed.
Oh no, I had to do that. You gotta address it.
No, you do.
You gotta address it. And if you don't address it,
It is what it is.
No. There's one or two things that can happen. You either grow as a businessman or you grow as a good person.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And that person's just gonna stay where they're at. They're either gonna be in your life or not.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
I'm choosing to grow as a businessman because you gotta respect this game.
100%.
Like I'm trying to be in this game, I'm trying to win in this game. I'm trying to thrive in this game.
Yeah.
I'm not in nobody lane, but I'm gonna thrive in this lane and in this game. You feel me?
And the things you're gonna do like naturally and respectfully, bro.
For sure.
there's nothing-
Good business.
yeah.
That's the whole shit, homie. Good business. Like I took L's before in the name of good business. And even my big homies were like, nah, bro, don't give refunds. Now I got like in my policies, ain't no refunds.
Yeah.
But I had to learn that.
Oh yeah.
I had to learn that. I had to put that shit in my policies.
It's the same thing with my murals. Nigga, I would never, ever finish a mural before getting paid my second half. You know what I mean? Like the last 10 hours of your painting, you're getting paid that day.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you and then you need to trust me with these last 10 hours.
Yeah. Now
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
you can kick on you feel me? That next level to do what you gotta do.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Because bro, there's so many times like in the big contracts, bro, like 5,000, fucking 15,000 contracts that it's cool to get that nice little chunk. But nigga, that second chunk is as important as the first chunk.
Absolutely.
And it's like, bro, it sucks, bro, because then you're like, what the fuck do I do? Because then eventually, being a nigga from the hood, you start getting dark.
But here's the thing, bro, and this is where business comes in. You got to be logical and reasonable. And when you're dealing with business, it's different, homie. It's not just the business, homie. It's the posture while you do business. I like doing clean business, even if it's like chess. You understand? Nigga want to play with you, but you got the leverage.
But at the same time, I feel like you gave that energy if that nigga thinks he can do that shit to you.
No.
You don't think so? There's just shitty ass people?
There are plenty of those shitty people.
Yeah.
And because with times of
always
winning,
looking for a lick.
In life, bro, when you take wins, you got to take losses. You can't go without the two. You got to take trauma to get the wisdom. You got to go through this shit to get the you feel me? The other side. This is the game we play. Ain't no way you gonna go into business and like get 10 wins straight. Nigga, you might get 10 losses before you get one win. And that's more like more reality than getting 10 wins.
And shit, I had a homeboy that said you throw 1,000 free throw shots to make one. And I lived my whole life like that. I feel like that's why I never gave up on shit. Our boy Jack. But that nigga was an ugly ass nigga, and that's what he was using. He's like, yo, you mac at 1,000 bitches, you're getting one.
But that's a law of numbers.
I always took it for opportunity, bro. It's like in real life, it's the truth, bro. You gotta take 1,000 tries, bro. And the sports that I'm into, from like skateboarding, surfing, it's like people don't even know. Is like some niggas will try a trick for 5 hours, 6 hours to get that one footage.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was growing up, I used to be mad that I wouldn't catch one wave, or I'll catch 2 waves in an 8-hour session. And it's like, bro, that's what it is.
That's what it is. That's the game.
8 hours to catch those 2 memorable waves. Because most of your waves are quick, fall, boom. Or like you get a nice ride, but it's not. And then you spend 8 hours, or it can even, the second you get in the water, boom, the first wave, perfect barrel, open, touch side to side, fucking ride as longest ride you couldn't imagine. And then you go the whole fucking day not catching shit. So it's like, bro, that's the odds, the game of the odds. And that's how like success works, bro. If you was to always be good at something and get it, wouldn't be fun, I'm sure.
It's like, what is life without going through trauma? I think trauma and the experiences give you the seasoning to give you your flavor, you know?
It does.
And it's not just the trauma, you know, people go through shit, but people don't know how to handle and grow through shit. Like grieving, for example. There's a lot of people who don't know how to handle grieving. And grieving is just a byproduct. It's actually the result of loving deeply. Loving really deep. Like,
but some people can get stuck on that for years.
Oh my gosh. Hold on,
like
just
years
a
on
moment.
years.
This is my loctician. She got me right, you feel me? Hey Jackson, I'm on a podcast right now. I'm giving you a shout out. Big shout out to my loctician.
It's very important, guys.
Hell yeah. Hey, groom yourself, homie. Hey y'all, you feel me?
Because there's a lot of people that don't know how to lock too, and like, to have a good one, you definitely got to put them out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna show my girl love, yo. You feel me? She look good. She charged $500 a session. You feel me? That's based off like the basic head. If you got some crazy shit, it's gonna be a little more, but it's basically
Well, that
500
sounds
a
fair.
session. For sure, for sure. With the work she do, hey, but let me knock out this podcast. I'm gonna talk to you later. All love.
I've had dreads a couple times.
For sure, man. I call them locks because ain't shit dreadful about me. And I'm like kind of into
Damn.
like etymology a little bit. And I'm not trying to, you feel me? I just like, also I'm big on educating and understanding. And not from a perspective of ego, from a perspective of truth and knowledge. Like, nigga, if we understand some shit together, we on the same frequency, we can move together in harmony.
Yeah. The thing about me, like the reason I've always cut my locks is because the fact is that I ended up going back to working for somebody. And the sign of locks is a sign of freedom.
Type shit.
So there's no ownership. So
Type
there's no way
shit.
I can have locks and still work for somebody. You know what I mean?
That's a good perspective.
Because when I had my first locks, I was a
Beautiful,
fucking, I
right?
was a beach bum. I lived by the beach. I
Mhm.
rode, like I was even telling my girl about it. I remember my first locks was like when I was 19. Cause I had little twists and shit, but my first real locks, full locks, I was 19. I remember I had fucking 2 cars, but I would ride a bike. I would ride about 40 miles a day on my bicycle. I would only eat from my yard, and I caught fish every day because I worked at the beach.
I did that same shit.
And I loved it for 2 years, bro.
I did
and my
that
mom,
same shit.
And I was talking about that
right before my yacht journey. I did that same, and I still travel too. Like I still go on adventures and shit, like paddleboarding and shit through the islands. Like I still live. There's a time to give and be like one with the earth for real, bro. That should be capped. If you don't do that, nature will always call you back in any part of your life. And if you don't go to that calling,
the cool thing about nature is just teaches you how to pause.
Type shit. It teaches you patience for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
To be observant. And another thing is also being in nature by yourself.
For shit show.
It also teaches you not to speak. Because another thing is like people sometimes speak because it's like I want to say it's like a nervous receptor in their head. They don't know how to be silent. They don't like
they don't appreciate the silence.
Or they don't like they feel awkward in silence. You know what I mean? So that it's people that just to babble, to fill in the space. Like like you ever been in a car ride and someone just talks the whole car ride? Like
for
fuck.
Sure. For
you listen to one song, nigga.
Like I like to ride in silence because it lets my mind just process.
Or just coast with the road. You know
for
what
sure. I mean? My mind's always racing. It always keeps me like calm to just be quiet. We don't gotta be talking and like if you're chilling with a dom, that's a test. You feel me? Can we sit in silence together? Is that a vibe that we can? I just feel my presence. Let me feel yours. Let me get warm in your shit. Let me feel like get warm in my shit. Feel cozy in my shit.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, 100%, bro. And like. And again, being a city nigga, bro, I never really understood that shit until like I really started going outside. And like I remember like even like I've been more scared to go out hunting by myself than to graffiti, which is weird.
Wow.
Because graffiti, you would think that you would be more stressed for the fact that like you're obviously doing fucking some outrageous ass shit. You're either walking through a yard, you're spray painting shit you're not supposed to be spray painting.
But it's in Miami though. That
is part of the culture. And again, I'm from New York and shit, but it's not. The thing is, like, you would think that, because being out in the middle of nowhere, just in there, makes you like, what the fuck am I gonna come across? It's like, bro, you can sit somewhere and sit on the wrong pile, and you could be sitting on some like poison ivy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's not gonna happen in the hood. You'll see a rat, you kick that motherfucker out your way.
Oh, it's awesome.
You can see some crazy ass animal, bro. Fucking over here, people don't know. It's like you go to the Everglades, every time you step over a log, there can be like a pygmy viper. And those motherfuckers are tiny, bro. Like you don't know. Like you're walking in the middle of the dark, like aimless. It's like when I went diving in the dark. Bro, that shit sound crazy to me. It's like, what? And now it's like, nigga, let's go. Like I'm down. I love diving in the dark.
You have night vision underwater glasses or something?
No, flashlights, waterproof flashlights.
Okay,
but the only thing you can see is whatever the flashlight hits. So it's a crazy concept because everything else
is black.
It's an anomaly to you. It's whatever you see is what you see.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like when you're in that environment, it's dope. Like once you understand it, because then like you understand the ecosystem again, after time, you literally become part of the life, you know? Like, so you understand how to like move around it. But like, bro, the ocean is lit like at night. Like I've seen some of these animals that you'll never fucking like the shovel head, like the Juggernaut's lobster that looks like a juggernaut. It's a
Mhm.
lobster with a shovel head, bro. You never see that shit in the daylight. Like there's animals that you never see, like seeing sharks sleep, seeing turtles sleep, like under the reef and shit. Like, nigga, one of the charges I'm fighting right now with FWC, I caught a fish by hand. Like, bro, when's the last time you went fishing? You just caught something like
Type shit.
and just took it. Like, no, bro. So it's like it's cool. It's a cool environment. Like, and just being around it. And again, it's like it's also cool the fact that like you trust yourself that everything behind you ain't gonna fuck with you while you
Mhm.
just paying attention to this. It's and again, the same thing, going hunting at night. Most of the time I go duck hunting, I'm walking in the swamp in the dark, setting up for the sun to come up so I can shoot a duck as these niggas are getting ready to eat and fuck. You know what I mean? So again, I'm trusting my surroundings and moving at the same like wavelength and like vibrations to not disrespect anything. Because if I bother anything, then I'm not gonna catch anything. You know what I mean?
Mhm. You gotta be in harmony, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Life is not like linear. Life is very harmonious. If you
Very.
could just like there's natural laws that play that we
Yeah.
don't like
And you're not gonna. And the thing is, like, there's no book about how to be connected to nature.
that's
You have to
there's-
literally. No, there isn't, bro. That's like there
you gotta
is,
look.
but you got to look
You
within
gotta
yourself.
look. You gotta look
It's
within.
self-taught.
Absolutely. Like to connect with nature is time in nature. Connecting with nature is realizing you're not it. What's it is the harmony. You're part of it. You ain't it. And once you realize that, you should. Like this shit is not made around man, homie.
No.
In real life, it probably made around bees or like some shit or like mushrooms. Like this shit was
No,
probably made
mushrooms.
for like one specific mushroom to come out. And then niggas eat that mushroom. Now you got superpowers where you can
Yeah.
connect with the earth and you can talk to animals and breathe underwater.
Yeah.
But man, nah, we too far gone. The human species too far gone.
But I mean, we're like the last, bro. I mean, Earth was a big mushroom at one point. Like we
Okay.
came from all that shit.
We came from big decomposition but the energy, I'm talking about the energy that's flowing, bro. Bro, definitely sometime in our past, a man ate a mushroom
100%.
and like was like, oh, bet, let's get to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
We need more shit around here. I'm tired of sitting on this fucking rock.
This shit ain't it, nigga. We need more shit.
I think we can go faster.
Type shit.
And
We get
that's-
stronger. We
yeah,
have the
I mean,
capabilities.
we made the wheel, bro.
We have the tools. Type shit.
That's what it was. And honestly, I also like we like when
And it
people
hasn't
talk-
changed. And what's the beauty? It hasn't changed at all. This same process, this same energy that created this is still here. It's just your choice to tap into that energy and remove the distractions that are in your fucking
My
way.
thing that bothers me is that there was a point that we were this smart a long time ago, and then there's a gap, and then now we're
Laziness.
smart. No,
We're-
bro. Well, what's up with all these pyramids and all this shit being the same? Like, there's a missing point of data that I feel like these niggas just wiped out and made us believe that we started again.
All right. And so that what you're saying, to lion back off what you're saying, bro, we got fed a narrative that don't exist.
Oh no, 100%.
So it's just people who choose to follow that narrative, you feel me, are going to be confused in some shit that wasn't meant for that narrative. Like, people are still shocked that this system is lying to you.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that you're still shocked, meaning that you have hope that this narrative that's being fed to you will inevitably change.
I mean, there's a bunch of proof of like all these companies that own all these different things that it's basically the same shit, and it's the same people that own shit. And some people are like, "No way."
Yeah, like, oh my God, you've lied to me. Frito-Lay's is Pepsi. Oh God.
Yeah, it's like, it is crazy because there's some people that are that naive that like still like, bro, there's so many like.
The world is very extremely naive, bro. And I'm part of that as well. I was So at what point do you open your eyes? You understand? And I feel like because
So at what point did it did
no, like
it
I
happen
meant that
to
in
you?
the existentially, I'm grateful that it happened to me this early in life. Because I've been here before, homie.
Yeah.
I left clues. This energy has been here before. I just happen to be blessed to be in this nigga called Renee. Like, without a doubt in my mind. It's just last time I opened my eyes to realize I had a few moments of breath left. Like I didn't have enough breath to make the impact or to savor the life that I was looking to savor. Now I'm 29 years old, homie. Full hairline, six pack. I can fight. I can breathe. I'm in the best possible position. Give thanks to Allah, you feel me? To do anything I want on this planet. There's nothing off limits to me. If it exists, I can achieve and I can accomplish it. Bro, without a doubt in my mind, I'm in the best possible position this time. I figured this shit out, I would say 20 seconds ago. Fuck it.
I mean, that's how irrelevant time is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you discovered it like years ago.
Yeah.
Nigga.
It's
The
right
fact
now
there-
exists.
Yeah.
Nothing else exists. Perpetual present.
But the crazy thing is to be able to have that mindset and not be raised in that mindset. You know what I mean? Because that's one thing that always
it's mental health, honestly. It's a catalyst. It was a method to cope with dealing with just being a little vulnerable. I came with this notion that people were against me. Everybody was against me. It was pressure. Like, I formulated something to help me cope with the fact that I wasn't succeeding in where I wanted to be. And literally, I made this bullshit idea up that the people around me and want me to do well. The people from my college days were like hating on me and this, that, and the third. And I created this whole, and it drove me to like do more push-ups, to get more understanding, to sharpen out my smooth edge, like to smoothen out my sharp edges or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But over time, I have to realize and mature, realize that callous, that stigma, that ideology is not real.
True.
That's not real. Because even earlier today, I'm at the smoke shop, bro. A guy comes to me, comes into the smoke shop. I'm inputting data into the kiosk. The guy said, "Oh shit, yo, bro, I've been following you for like since before you had locks, from FIU days. I graduated in 2016.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? FIU." And he's like, "I seen the growth." And it's like, I have never met this man a day in my life. Everything I love, bro, on my spirit. This man gave me, and I was like, yo, this mentality that I have that people are against me is bullshit, and it's been holding me back. And it's been holding me back from asking for help. It's been holding me back from reaching out and collaborating with people who've been wanting to collab with me.
Mm-hmm.
I like the path of least resistance.
I mean, that's the best way water travels.
You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the best way to fucking live, honestly. Like, ever since, that's another fucking phrase I've always like, Bruce Lee says it, bro. Be like water, bro.
Be like water, bro.
Like, and the way of like least resistance is what water does, bro. And it's like,
why go again? Why go with the resistance? Even the mentality
with anything in life.
Absolutely.
If it's not easy, bro, it's not meant to be.
And we got to look at ourselves in the mirror if we want anything to change. And bro, having those looks in the mirror are tough. You look at yourself sometimes, you're like, bro, you are a capping piece of shit. You said you're going to do 200 push-ups. You did 7. You were a capper. And are you going to like brush it under the rug?
Yeah.
Like, who are you for real? Not in a mix of people. Who are you when you look at yourself? And I like having those conversations until I sharpen out and figure out and develop the person I need to become to make you $1 million. Make you $1 million. To make you $1 million. Because if I make 15 people $1 million, how much money have I made?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
No, believe me. It's like, I get excited when I see some people's like, people that I've known through my life and we've done business together, and I check our Cash App or our like Zelle transaction. I was like, ooh, if he made that much, I made a lot. You know what I mean?
Like, I pay your bills, you pay my bills.
Yeah, that's great.
Then that's how it should be.
Yeah, and no one should be mad about it.
Absolutely not. The more money you make, it should be the more money I'll make.
Yeah. Because
our resources are connected. We're not like in competition. We're working together to corner a market. These guys just have this wrong competitive. Their competition builds division.
And my thing too is like, the way I live my life, dude, I'm just trying to still live a free life. Like,
I'm trying to savor this shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make an impact and savor this shit. And that's why I fuck with you. Honestly, I don't like coming on podcasts, homie. I fuck with you because it's like the energy that you gave me at the event, you feel me?
Oh, that shit was great.
It was vibing. It was vibing, bro.
That was a dope show.
Yeah.
Like, my boy was pissed off. He was talking all this shit. Like, at first, he's like, dude, I can't believe we paid fucking, what, $40 or some shit? And he was like, nigga, it is what it is. And then he kept going, and he's like, this is getting so late. I got to get out of here. I was like, nigga, whatever, bro. Like, you're killing my vibes, bro.
Right.
And then this nigga pops up, bro, and he was like, bro, we can touch this nigga.
Yeah.
Like, DJ Paul was just literally dividing us by a fence.
By a fence. And he was vibing, bro.
Bro, he felt the energy. And the thing that's dope, and that's why I've always like, the reason I even got into podcasts and all that Tiny Desk is because I want to have like a bigger space that I can have those events. and have my own tiny desk, and then bring all my homies to have these experiences.
Mhm.
Because me, bro, I'm fucking 35, so this thing, I was legit when I was listening to this nigga.
Dog, me
So it's still
too,
relevant
bro.
to me. You know what I mean?
It felt so
And
like
everyone's like, why the fuck do you want to get all these old ass fucking irrelevant rappers? Like, I don't care
bro.
right now because I'm at this moment in my life, I'm checking my lists off.
right.
Because me and you were talking about it, it was like, bro, this is nostalgic as fuck.
Nostalgia,
like,
bro.
The fact that you like, bro, ask 15-year-old Josh that you're gonna be getting fucked up in the middle of some random ass club in Miami with DJ Paul, getting high as fuck, listening to these songs that you were like getting,
and like, yo,
bro,
fitting my body from side to side.
Bro,
Yo,
lit.
that shit was so
Bro,
lit,
unreal,
bro.
unreal. And that was like, bro.
Hey, big shout out to Trapper State. Big shout out to the Essentials Gallery. Big shout out to Clockwork. DJ Heron, keep doing your thing. You
Bro,
feel
that
me?
was great.
Awesome, bro.
Like, that's moments like that is what you live for. Like, bro, unreal. And again, it's not even to put like that much energy into like one person, but music to me is a major thing, and that sound and that vibration shit, bro. It's like,
absolutely.
I've always been a person that I can correlate any time of my life through music.
Absolutely.
Music has always been a staple in my life, and I've always been since birth that I can hear a song within 1 second and get the chills and tell you if it's gonna be a good song.
That's dope.
So like the fact that like, bro, that shit's, bro, I could
you guys make me another cup, please? Ryan,
where's mine at?
Please. Hey man, you know, I like music so much, but one of my biggest flaws, and it sucks because I don't know how to make a good playlist. You know, I have good songs. I have like good songs, you know.
I'm
like,
a king of playlists.
If you click shuffle on my playlist, you'll hear a different variety of music from like,
no, but that's me though.
But when it comes to making specific playlists for like moods and shit, I'm gonna lie, I like setting up dates with girls to make playlists. I never really make the playlist, but it's like it's good environment, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my relationship happened because of my playlist.
Type shit.
I sent her my playlist. She was like, damn, this nigga is on it.
That's awesome. See, let me go ahead and send a nigga over the playlist so I keep that in my little repertoire. You feel me?
Yeah, and that was it.
What type of music you listen to? Like on that playlist?
Oh, it was an R&B, old school R&B.
Okay, that's
because I used to be on that R&B shit, bro. But that shit was like our life.
Yo, that shit was a vibe. Yo,
it's kind of crazy. Like the most hoodest niggas got down to like most craziest R&B. Like we'll literally be the niggas on the bikes with the fucking R&B riding out when we were older.
Bro,
like,
R&B it touched the soul, bro. This music now, it's supposed to touch like your pussy or your dick. This music ain't touching. This music ain't touching your spirit no more, homie.
Nah, it isn't. Honestly, like the last years of like true passionate love were the 2000s. Cause we are the I've always said this saying is like we're the last of our grandfathers.
That's dope. I like that.
Because we are.
I feel like we are our ancestors too.
No,
but
we're
I
the
like
last. That. We're the last of that. The niggas have been through wars, that have seen big depressions, that fled countries to survive. Yeah. We're the last. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like the people of like the Holocaust are finally dying?
Yeah.
Like we're the last of that big cap that knew
those
the Holocaust.
Those jits don't remember none of that. It's a rap.
Like we're not talking about this to our kids.
No.
Like we heard the story.
We heard the story.
You know?
We're creating our story. This is the most beautiful time.
Yeah. Because another thing is it slowly becomes a game of telephone.
How big? No, I'm so fucking twisted in the mind. I'm like, how big does your story?
I like dark humor,
bro. I'm trying to figure out like how big is your story, bro? Like how big is can your story wipe out the Holocaust? Like can your story wipe out Genghis Khan?
Hey, but people are trying to do that.
Right.
Because there's even, bro, one thing that always bothered me, and I even asked some Jewish chick, and I think she was on the show. And I was like, what's up with Jewish people talking about the Holocaust never happened? It's like how there's black people saying that slavery never happened.
Slavery didn't happen.
It didn't?
No.
Well, I don't believe it happened the way it did. Okay. Because another thing, look, this is my theory.
Okay, tell me.
You know, this is my theory right now. So the whole thing about it's as simple as traveling with produce, right? Mm-hmm. Why the fuck would I bring bananas from Africa if there's bananas in DR? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my bananas from Africa, bring them to DR, leave them in DR, colonate, do whatever I need to do in DR, have a couple workers there. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or a couple banana trees growing there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then bring the local bananas from DR and bring them to the Americas. Because it just makes sense.
You're partly
I'm talking about like turnover.
No. Like, I understand. And that's a good perspective. And to add on to it, your perspective is more so there's people already here. And it's just they fed you a narrative and they paid actors and actresses to fulfill that narrative.
Yeah.
Over your
To paint that image.
Absolutely. So you can adopt it.
Yeah.
Like this, some of these things never happened.
No.
If you trace it all back, it goes back to the Roman Catholic Church and the Roman Catholic Empire. They have a big hand in Hollywood.
Well, they're the biggest niggas that like wiped out a lot of the real memory.
Absolutely. And why would they? In order to keep the people who ran this world away.
The native.
The Moors. The people who...
The original people before Babylon shit.
Absolutely. But Babylon was the Moors. Like, what's Babylon now? We use that metaphor to talk about the streets. You understand?
Yeah, but Babylon is when like... Because the story of Babylon basically is everyone with a little bit of tone on them.
Mm-hmm.
We all were able to speak the same language.
We did.
We were so fucking progressive in life that we were building a tower together to get to the gods. And the gods put a pause. And then all of a sudden, thousands of languages.
Right?
Huh?
The Anunnaki.
And then all of a sudden, we didn't understand each other, and that produced chaos. We didn't know how to talk to each other. There's more than 2,000 languages are created, and everyone just broke apart.
That's a good perspective too, bro. I'm not down that.
Because that's another thing that bothers me.
What I understand is like I get glimpses from my past by understanding that I was here before. Once I understood that perspective, I understand that I'll never die.
For sure.
This is one of the reasons why I appreciate like voodoo.
So do you feel like you always come back as the same person?
No, absolutely not. That's not the case. That's why I'm able to come back now as who I am. That's why the impact I have to make now has to be existential, bro.
But you don't think your body always comes to like almost the same kind of...
No. There's times like I can come back as a fucking eagle, homie, and like the best fucking eagle on the planet. The fastest fucking bird to ever do it, bro. You have no idea. It all depends on how you live your life now. You will never die, homie. You will actually, and you're never born.
No, I know.
So if we will never die, we'll never be born, how do you stop those type of people with that kind of will? Do you understand what I'm saying? In order for you to wipe out those people, you have to get into their minds and to make them believe that heaven and hell, I'm going to use that example. Yeah. So you don't operate in your truest and the most free capacity. Fear. But you know who used fear very well?
No assurance. No anything.
Bro, that whole ideology is to keep you from operating into your fullest, bro. People, if the narrative was so true, right? People jumped off, slaves jumped off the ship, said, I'd rather die than to be a slave because I'll come back. Our ideologies are different. The Roman Catholic ideologies is this
is their last life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cap.
No, 100%.
It's cap, and I'm not.
No disrespect.
No disrespect. Like respectfully, you fed us lies, so I'm not disrespecting you by letting you know, bro. I'm onto your lies.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like in history, let's do like real life examples and stuff. Like, right, the Roman Catholic Empire has slaughtered millions on paper. We all can Google this, homie.
Yeah.
Let's talk about voodoo, where zombies come from, right? By the way, there are no black zombies on Walking Dead at all, but zombies came from Haiti. And voodoo has said to be like demonic and like very bad black magic. There's no written case of us harming people that don't do voodoo.
So that's the thing about Santeria that people don't understand. So look,
there's not one like factual case. Look it up, homie. Look it up. It's not like I'm lying to you. We only harm people if you try to fuck with us. Why are you fucking with us?
No, I get that.
And
that's the same thing. Look, so Santeria is I'm not a santero or nothing. But I'm trying to say,
for everybody who practice your religion, bro, practice it in your freest and your truest.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is people see it as negative because there's a lot of death that partakes in these things.
Death isn't the end.
It isn't. But what I'm trying to say
the
is
perspective is everything. You have one side of the story, and what people think, fuck those people. First of all, if you have an opinion about something outside, before you do this, look at all the fingers pointed back at you, homie.
For sure.
And that's going to happen.
But the thing that I've always like, even me being a hunter up to this point, right? So it's like people, and back to vibration, you can't hit certain realms. I mean, the elites eat babies, you know, and blood.
Yes.
So let's get
called
anachrome. A
metachrome.
Some shit like that. An anachrome.
Some shit like that.
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Adrenochrome, baby blood.
Yeah. But the whole thing about the whole Santeria and like even brujeria and voodoo, so they sacrifice an animal. They pray under this animal's name using the vibration of the animal.
Do you practice?
No.
Don't speak on it.
No?
No.
Never?
It doesn't make sense. You're one of them now. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Give them their respect because they've been doing it since then and they will do it after us.
No, for sure.
You understand what I mean?
100.
And
but that's what I'm trying to say when people used to see like me as me hunting and killing shit just for like, besides the eating, is like I still respect the animal.
Absolutely, bro.
So like me giving thanks and me like taking in that moment, I'm taking within that energy of the animal just besides just.
But it's like people are capped. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people do be capped. People say, oh, I give thanks to this animal and do this, but they're just like vicious, you know? And if you're vicious, like I'd rather trust a murderer who's honest about being a murderer versus a child molester who's disguising himself as a fucking pastor.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100%.
I'm trusting my life with somebody I know who's honest with themselves. Once you're honest with yourself, once you realize you're honest and with yourself, you can see yourself in other people.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
True.
You can see when other people are being dishonest with themselves.
But that's the whole thing. Like you can really tell a person through their eyes, type shit.
Because you capping.
Exactly.
Niggas will look at you dead in your eyes and be like, "Yep, you're not being honest with yourself, bro." And now I feel like you're wasting my time because you want me to believe you. Your feelings, fuck your feelings, nigga. Do better with yourself.
Yeah. And honestly, like even like with me and hunting, you see people like. You go hunting with people and you see people that cut corners and like, bro, it's not fun no more. You know what I mean?
Call those fuckers out, bro. Like, bro, I'm a big believer, bro, in accountability. And I'm not the type of guy who calls people out and don't appreciate when people call me out. I don't hang around people who aren't able to call people out on their bullshit because it doesn't make sense for me to hang around you.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense for me.
And honestly, and I hate people that have friends that get like upset about like.
You're not my friend, homie. You gotta go. I will eat you alive. I will bury you in facts. I will bury you in self accountability to where you don't want to be around me. You're like, man, I can't fuck with that guy. He always I can't even joke. He can't take a joke. What? No, bro, work on your fucking self, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't got time for that bullshit. I'm here to make a big ass impact on this earth and I'm here to savor this shit. I'm 20, like think about it. I got a full hairline at 29, bro.
That's great.
Guys don't have that beautiful locks. I speak articulate.
That's why I feel bad about even thinking about cutting my hair, man.
Let it grow, bro. Your shit look nice, bro.
I love it, but sometimes it's hard having thick ass hair. My thing is like, I'm about to just get my dreads again, bro.
Lock them out,
because it's
lock them, bro. I feel
it's the most naturalist thing for my hair to do.
These are antennas, man.
Oh, they are.
They connect you with the ether.
There's a thing, there's like, bro, even in the Bible, they talk about that nigga Sanzone. Sanzone, once they cut that nigga's hair, he was weak. There's a lot of stories about long hair, and there's something about like, men, when you grow your hair for more than 5 years, you start getting like like the nerves in your brain.
Antennas that connect you with your past. Like, you know, like based off a person's locks and lock history, you can tell a person's past. You can tell the maintenance of a person. You can tell how that person like. You just got to be.
Well, health is like part of hair. It's like teeth and nails.
Guys aren't grooming themselves, homie.
No.
They think that's like they care about the opinions of people claiming that being groomed is sassy. You can suck a dick, bro. I'm gonna get my nails done.
Yeah, no, it's true because I remember back in the days I used to like when my hair would grow, I would always put like I put like treatment, not treatment, but like
but you
actual
take care
product.
of yourself, bro.
And people are like, oh, look at Josh, Jerry curling his hair. It's like, nigga, I put product. Like you're supposed to put product on your hair,
Take care,
just
of
like
yourself.
everything else.
Those guys,
you
like,
brush your teeth. You
know, I've been there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I got picked on
down
a
here.
lot. I got picked on a lot.
But that's the culture down here.
But you gotta know how to fire some jokes back, homie.
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta be able to fire off. Like you gotta be able to fire a nigga up under the sun. And I'm not the type of guy to like make fun of your weight, but yes, if you're fat, bro, I'm gonna tell you you're fat. Like
there's a meme going around. He's like, oh, it's like just because I'm fat doesn't mean I can't
she
be.
Died.
Yeah, she died.
And she died. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like all that shit's unacceptable.
No, that's true.
Like you know what happens over a period of time?
I mean, Big Pun died from that shit, bro.
People aren't holding you accountable,
Yeah.
bro, and you're not holding yourself accountable. People care about your feelings and shit. Nobody give a fuck. Your health is at risk. Like, do this. Like, I fuck with David Goggins. Hey, big shout out to David. If you ever see this, yo, I fuck with you, homie. You are awesome. Nigga, carry the boats, carry the logs. Like, save the bullshit, bro. Do it. Save the fucking
Accountability,
bullshit.
bro.
And everybody on this 2024, shut the fuck up. If you're not doing it now, if you haven't done it in the past week, you're not gonna do it, bro. Stay the fuck out the gym.
Hey, we were just talking about that. If you're not working out right now,
You're cap.
you're not gonna work out.
We
next
need
year.
a cap-a-meter, bro. Hey, tell them 10,000. Hey, we gonna cap her meter, bro.
All 2024.
Call you need to have a bones, like a skull head. And like when you talk to people and tell them, look at the skull. Are you ready to die behind what you're talking about? Because if death isn't the end, come back and do it again.
Yeah.
This isn't the end. You will never die, homie. You just got to wake up and realize that. You left yourself clues. If you realize you've never died, that, oh, bro, all right, let me give you a theory that was given to me about Shaka Zulu. I got this right here. If you look at this shit, it's a shield. Shaka
It's
Zulu.
funny, my boy, his last name is Zuali, but I always his artist name is Eric Zulu. And I was like, bro, you part of the Zulu Nation? And he never got it. And I was like, bro, Shaka Zulu, bro.
The Zulu Nation was so dope, bro. Like 1430, some shit. Like, it's like the Romans came down to Western Mali and was like, yo, Shaka, if you don't convert down to Christianity and have your kids convert and get baptized, you and your people were gonna burn in the fires of hell. Shaka looked at the camera. Shaka, not the camera. Shaka, I'm paraphrasing, by the way. Shaka Zulu looked at the Romans and looked at his people. Looked at his warriors. He said, hey, yo, around here, we eat fire. I was like, oh, that's so cold. That's so cold. You worried about burning in hell? We will never die, homie. We gonna go through hell, eat it. Come back and do this shit again.
So how about those people like those radicals that like even like the Japanese people? You think they were like they knew what's up?
Everyone else knows what's up. We've been brainwashed, homie. This narrative has been fed to us.
Oh no, it's Western world shit.
For sure. Why wouldn't you brainwash? It's called TV what? Programming.
Yeah.
Indoctrination. They're here to I pledge allegiance to the cap. Cap, homie. I'm not gonna lie to you, kid.
No, it's true, bro.
Yo, protect me. I'm
It's,
special.
Nigga, that's just tough, dude. It's funny because like, especially being from the city, bro, like they push that agenda so hard. And it takes us such a long time to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like,
it's all cap. And we were like afraid to question things. And like we get surprised every time this narrative continues. Like, bro, we don't even understand pedigree and bloodline. We don't. People think they're black. No, bro, you've been here. Your people have been here on this America, not United States,
damn,
homie.
bro, I like that you talk about that shit because I love when people
they don't know. We're just ignorant, and there's like mass amnesia.
Because
like,
I had arguments with that, like with like American black people. And then I was like, nigga, I'm more black than you because I'm literally first generation from an indigenous, like another country where there's actually black people from Africa.
Yep.
Like, nigga, you're like 10th generation black American. Like, and I hate it. It's like, no, we're African Americans. Like, no, you're not, bro.
It's all
you're
cap.
You're almost as white as the next white person.
If you Google African American, the trademark, that patent, hey, when you're at home, Google African American. That's a patent that's owned by a company in North Carolina.
Damn.
You guys are labeled as
God.
meat. And you guys are labeled, cap is meat, bro. Is meat. Like canned meat and vegetables and shit. That's a patent. So when you look at that, you understand these are just wordplay.
I hate it.
No, don't hate it. You gotta peep it.
I know, but I just hate the fact that people talk like that, bro. Because like,
they don't know, homie. They got fed a narrative.
It's fucked up.
And what happens is niggas are lazy. Niggas would rather go with the narrative than do their own research.
No, 100%.
And that's corny to me.
It is.
So I'm like, if you waste 10 minutes, like you're not. You go waste 2 minutes. I'm gonna hear your bullshit. Then, hey, bro, you gotta go. I ain't with all that extra shit.
And it's true, bro. That's one thing I've always talked about. I was like, bro, you've been here like since the beginning of white people, bro. You can't keep pulling that bullshit.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you something. Here's the truth. The European colonies, Europe has only been here for 4,000 years. The first recorded African tribe, 7 million years ago, homie. 7 it's in the millions. You know what I'm saying? 4,000 to millions. There's a narrative that's been blanketed so you don't realize your potential. Open your eyes, bro. And bro, to be honest, I don't exist. You didn't hear this from me. You can take the credit. Fine, do your research, take the credit. Leave me out of it. I'm gonna live my life, homie.
Bro. And it's crazy that people don't really think about that shit. They don't at all. It's fucking upsetting, bro.
They're worried about the shit in front of them. They're worried about the bullshit, the circus. They're worried about basketball games. They're worried about getting the newest shoes. Like my nephew's worried about the wrong shit. Niggas need to focus on self. Allah, arm, leg, arm, head. Inside, Allah. Law. Learn law, nigga. Not just like judicial law. Law. Length, angle, width. Land, air, water. Natural law. This shit goes deep, homie.
I feel that.
All right. This shit go deep, homie. Do your homework. Set yourself free.
Hey, 2024 is gonna be real, bro.
Man, this is supposed to be a hard year for me and my like numeric number shit. So I'm planting my seeds and I'm not going into hiding, but
You know that's crazy that you talked about that? My boy, my Haitian boy, the Mason motherfucker, he talked about that. He brought numeric books here.
yo, that shit's real, kid.
He bought these 3 books. And he didn't let me. I was like, bro, can I hold these books so I can read them? He's like, no,
Nah.
nigga, these are my books.
Yeah, that nigga doing his homework.
No, he's been that. He's all shit aside, bro. That nigga's the only nigga that literally taught me anything of like self-consciousness in my life. No, because he always, bro, this nigga's a genius, bro. This nigga he used to work for a company. Like he's a chemist.
That's hard.
And to this day, he's been the person I've ever got my acid, my mushrooms
these
from.
shits are comfy as fuck.
Oh,
I ain't like that.
100%.
I almost felt like when I first started doing drugs.
That commercial, this is
Yeah.
your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
But nah, bro, that nigga would literally put me down to like, he even like would bring up like hollow earth theories and like shit like that. Like
Type shit.
He'll make you really think and put you on to shit. And I was like, bro, I appreciate that motherfucker, bro. Cause like, he's definitely like he's an earth shaman.
Big
bro.
shout out to that boy, man. Big shout out to all the shamans. Big shout out to all the wizards, all the
Yeah.
witches. Big shout out to the people who are righteous in their path. Regardless of what path you're on, homie, just stay righteous. You know, except for pedophiles. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hope you burn in hell.
100%, bro.
For sure.
They're about to. I mean, Florida just passed the full on death penalty for the niggas.
Absolutely. You deserve it, bro.
About
That
time.
shit's cap. That shit's just
There's one
about
that
damn time.
it's crazy because I was talking about that to somebody. There's one that lives in my old neighborhood, and I always thought about like, bro, it's crazy. Once they get accepted to a neighborhood and they don't move, people don't know that nigga's there. Like
Yeah.
people continue to move,
Right.
and he stays there because every time he moves, you get a letter, and that nigga's been there in years, and I see him every so often. I was like, bro,
Just punch him.
I want to.
Man,
That nigga's been there
you know.
since I was like 17
I
years
think
old.
once you cross the line of being a pedophile, random people should be able to punch you.
I mean, his
At least-
information's online.
Absolutely. Just, I'm not advocating violence.
Hey, imagine after this episode, people just like, yo, let's go online, look up pedophiles,
I just punch him.
and punch him in the face.
It's like random viral meme. Punching pedophiles.
Hey, this is new fucking thing that I
right.
watch on Instagram. It's this guy he flies. It's called bum drones, and he flies his drone over bums.
Oh,
and they
bum
fucking
drone.
and they freak out.
Yo, I seen that.
And he's
shit
like
too.
catches them like barbecuing and cooking and like niggas jerking off or like fucking their chicken,
Oh
like
my
weird
God,
shit,
bro.
and taking a shit. And it's just
Yo.
him flying his drone when they're doing the most uncomfortable, awkward shit. So they're pissed, like,
Nah, first off, fuck that guy with the drone.
hey,
I
this
can't.
nigga-
It's
hey.
entertainment, but it's like invasion of
No, it is.
privacy.
It's kind of fucked up. Just
It's
because he's a
like, yo,
homeless
bro,
nigga, like,
yeah,
come on,
bro. Like you,
But nigga,
you are a clout chaser. If anything, I'm sorry. I don't care. I'll call you out. I'll call you out on
Cap.
camera because I can beat you up. I don't care. And if you don't think I can,
You probably,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you're
Any
the type
nigga
of
making
guy-
bum videos
Yeah,
on a drone,
for
you
sure,
can beat him
bro.
up.
I'm like, yo, you're not honest.
It's so
with
funny
yourself.
because talking about beating up, my boy was like, yeah, we shouldn't paint that train because I don't know. I don't want to start beef with that nigga. And I was like, fuck that nigga. We can whoop his ass. Because
That's
it's true,
why,
bro.
That's why I love guy shit, bro. When you're a guy, don't
But
pick
it's
fights
true.
you can't
No,
stand.
because
on,
the thing
homie.
is, like, people don't understand that in the graffiti industry, there's a bunch of like skinny, like depressing old white guys. Like,
really, I
they're either
noticed that.
skinny,
Yeah,
really weird.
bro. Yeah,
they're always like super young, weird, skinny white kids.
hmm
And all the OGs are really fat, old, slightly tall white guys, you know?
I ain't gonna lie. I've never seen a short graffiti artist.
Nah,
ever.
they're slightly
That like
tall.
6 foot and over.
Yeah.
I think it's like
The shortest one would probably be Atomic, the nigga that does the orange.
Yeah.
And he's probably like 5'5", and he's a chubby ass Cuban nigga.
Oh, that's dope.
But
Big
the
shout
rest,
out to Atomic, you dope as fuck.
yeah, no, he's the shit. He
He's the
kills
shit.
it.
He
Nigga
kills
does
it.
it. And it's funny because like he came in a perfect era when the Orange Bowl was fucking coming down. They were
Mhm.
gonna remove it, and he just drew the orange everywhere and blew up, bro. Such a great way to fucking
Great
come
way
up.
to preserve it too.
And then also like there's history behind his graffiti, and there's a culture behind all that bullshit. But bro,
Big
graffiti
facts.
artists, bro, they're
we
all
got time.
tiny.
We got time to roll up another Jizzy.
Yeah, I don't think we're almost out about time. But
What's the ticket? We're out of time. Oh, bet that up. Lock this shit in.
But besides all that, like I was saying is, so yeah, we were painting, and I was like, yo, fuck that nigga, we can whoop his ass. But hey, thank you for coming on for the show, bro, and
For
like
sure,
putting people
bro.
on,
Thank
and like, hey, and teaching people the very special word. The word of the day today was it was being. Fuck, I just forgot the word.
Well, I feel like being accountable.
Accountable.
Being accountable and being self-aware.
That's very important. I
and
think
also
we should carry that on.
Call niggas cap. Call them on their bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Call them. Call
It's
them
okay.
out. Watch how your life changed when you call the people around you, especially the people you love, on their bullshit.
Yeah, that's good.
That's real shit.
That's really good.
Real shit. Hey, like and subscribe. You know the vibe.
But this is Lust. Whoa. Talk about with Lust, and I'm your host Lust. And
Say it at the beginning too.
did I say that?
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't do it last episode.
I didn't. You know, we're out here just messing up. No,
You
I
gotta
did say
be
it.
on point.
No, we did. I did say on the last episode.
Well,
Hey, but anyways, you know what it is. Check it out. Now we could. It doesn't matter.
I can't break up weed on camera.
No, you could.
It's a wrap.
Just don't roll it.
Huh? I can't roll up on YouTube.
It's all right.
I can't smoke. Can I smoke on YouTube?
Yeah. It's tobacco, guys. You're
All right.
this is it.
Bet.
Peace. Thank you for
Peace.
coming. Hey. Jesus Christ.
All
Either
right, that's
way,
cool.
I was talking. Kiko's gonna put this all my parts in. And guys, this is our second episode in 2020 and 2024. I almost forgot. It's gonna be our second episode in 2024. Even though
wow. Oh, you're recording it.
Yeah, this is pre-recorded. This is officially episode 41, and we're keeping it rolling. Can't wait to make it to episode 50. You know, I feel this is it.
Hey, yo, this is gonna be dope, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. This is a dope environment, dope scenery, dope people, man. And shout out to your crew, bro. These boys do their thing.
I love it. You know, the power of 5.
I like that.
I like that. V for Vendetta. We out.
Type shit.
Hopefully all this is recorded. What? You know? Hey, you know? We did talk about business. The real life business.
I ain't gonna lie, I threw like a shameless plug in there a few times. A nice little shameless plug out to a little. But I think we kept it organic.
All the time. All my episodes?
That was like nice and life changing for me. That's exactly
all our episodes are like that.
That's what I need to hear when I'm moving out of my house.
Are we gonna do like some hood NPR type shit? You feel me?